I'm getting short of these dishes now because they're very, very popular and they are something that always goes whenever you have a stall or go to a fair. They're easy to make. I want to make some that are a little bit different. So one of them I'm going to put feathers in. But it's really important if you're going to put feathers in, I feel, in resin, to actually prep them properly first. It doesn't take long, just a few seconds, and then they're ready. So I'm going to show you how to prep your feathers first, then I'm going to show you the different styles of bowl I'm going to make. With the peacock feathers, what I'm going to do is seal them first using a crystal clear Seals and Protects. Just give it a quick shake. Make sure you got it into the shape that you want it to be. And always, always work in a well ventilated area as well. The last thing you want to be doing is breathing this in, or put a mask on. So I pop the mask on, and then what I'm going to do is give these a spray. Both sides, then I'm going to hang them up and let them dry. So this one I'm going to do with bowl tops. Now, I don't get these from a pub or anywhere like that. I don't actually drink, so I buy these online, and they're really, really good value. You get loads of them for next to nothing, and they're much better quality. But remember, the bowl that you're going to make, okay, you're working backwards for. So you need these to go upside down if you want to see the design on there. And I can't tell you how popular these are with guys. They love them. They always buy them, whether they're for their man cave or wishing it was for their man cave. I have no idea. So that's I'm going to use that one. I'll show you how to put those in resin. And then this one, I'm going to be using these little shells. And again, I got these off the internet because actually you're not allowed to take shells from the beach in the UK. I got these from the internet. They're really cheap to get. You get tons of them. And I'm going to show you how you can put them in there for the best effect as well. The resin I'm going to be using today is the new Pure Glossy by T-Expert. This is a great resin. I've been testing it for a little while. It is beautifully clear, but also it has an extra glossy to it. It's been tweaked to have extra glossy. You can buy it in a gallon, and it is one of the most reasonably priced resins, certainly for the quality. It is a brilliant quality. And it also comes with these pump action tops. And if you don't want to use those, you don't have to, but it just saves you hefting up these really big pots. So I'm going to mix up my resin now. I'm going to lift my bowl to it. I've got my marks around this side, so I just need to give it a few pumps to get it primed. And now I can start pumping it out. Now you can count your pumps if you want. I'm not going to count my pumps. What I'm going to do is just pump this out. It does take a lot longer to do it like this. But if you've not got the strength and you don't want to do it the other way, then it works really, really well. But like I said, you don't have to use those. You can just pour it from the pot, and that is a lot quicker to do, but it is a heavy pot. You could always decant this, I suppose, into other pots. Let's clean up that top. We're not animals after all, are we? And it saves it getting all sticky for next time when you want to pick it up and use it. And this is a great viscosity, so it doesn't take too long to mix, and I'm going to mix that up for about 3.5 minutes, and then that'll be fully mixed. So that's all nice and mixed now, and I can start using that. So what I would recommend is, when you're pouring in this and you want to put these in, don't forget you need to do them upside down. But first of all, ensure that you've got resin all the way around. And then you can get rid of any of the little bubbles that stick to the edge. And you want to have enough so it just slightly covers the top bit as well. And then what I would do is, before I put my actual bits in, I will leave that to one side and let any bubbles that are in there come up. And then you can pop them before you put your bits in. It won't cure up. You get about 45 minutes working time with this when it's as thin as this. And then the same for the one that I'm going to put the feathers in. So with the shell one, what I'm going to do first is put some in there and let that go all the way around, and then do some squidgy widgying to make sure I've got resin in all the bits that I want it to be in. Then I'm going to take each shell and dip it in the resin before I put it in here, and then place my shells all the way around. But the reason I dip it in is to ensure that it's got a good covering and coating of this actual resin. And I'm not putting them any particular way around, but I am putting them all so they're up the right way. So when you're looking at this bowl from the right side, you will see the actual shell itself. So not that way up, that way up. And I'm going to go round and I'm going to fill all these in. This whole one doing this. So I'm happy with that now. That is full of shells. What I'm going to do is leave that to one side for a little while because I'm going to do something else once that's cured. This one here is now ready. I can pop any bubbles that have come up to the top on this one and bring any bubbles out that are there that shouldn't be there. And now what I'm going to do is fill my pieces up with resin and put them in there like that. By filling them up, they're not going to float anywhere or move, and then you can finish this one off however you want at the end as well. So that one's done, and then I can move that to one side and work on the feathers. Again, going over this with my long neck lighter first. Got a couple of bubbles in there that I want to get rid of that have got caught to the edge. And now I can get my feathers and I can put them in. What I want to make sure is that I tuck all my little waifs and stray feathers around here like that. And now what else I've got is I've got some of these petals, and this is from what I dried the other day. And if you want to check out how I dried these, then I'll link the video from my other channel, so you can see how quickly and easy it is to dry flowers. And I'm going to push these down as well because I want to make sure they're all covered in the resin. And it's so much cheaper to dry your own than buying them. I mean, I do buy them because I sometimes run out of what I'm looking for, but I do like to dry them as much as possible. Okay, now I'll add a little bit more to that, and I'm wiggling it on like this because I don't want them to move around too much. Now those little petals will float up if you're not careful, and I don't want them to float up too far, certainly not far enough to protrude outside of this little dish. So what I'm going to do is I'll let this cure up now like this, and then I can pour my final layer of resin over the top, again using the pure gloss, because I want a really lovely glossy finish to this. Okay, so we'll let them cure up. I'll pop any bubbles that come up to the top, but we'll let them cure up, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do next. So I didn't realise how much resin I'd got left over. So what I'm going to do with that, I obviously over mixed, is I'm going to make another little bowl, and this is always a popular one as well. For this one, I'm going to be using the white sand. So I'm going to pop in enough to absorb all that. Yeah, that's going to be plenty. Now don't forget, when you add sand to resin, it makes a lot of bubbles, because the sand has got a lot of bubbles in it. But it does make your resin go a nice long way. And I'm going to fill that pot up there just with that white sand. And I will keep an eye on it and keep popping any of the bubbles that come up using a long neck lighter. Because we can't have something that we're not going to use. There's no point throwing your resin away. Well, these have been curing overnight, and now I'm going to finish them off. This one I'm not doing anything with. I'm going to just leave it as it is, because that's lovely and smooth there. Really beautiful and glossy. Look how glossy that is. And that's the pure glossy. Makes such a massive difference to get a really good glossy finish. And these ones I am going to put a base on. That's why I left gaps around them. So I'm quickly going to mix up a little bit more resin. And again, I'm going to be using the pure glossy resin for this. So once that's mixed up, I can then add the base colours that I'm going to use. So my resin's all mixed now, so I can take that out. So this one, what I'm going to do is put some sand on the base, like that. Making sure I get that as level as possible. I wish I had some nicer colour sand, but this will look alright, it'll look good. Leveling that out as much as I can. Yep, that'll be fine. And I'll let that do its thing, and then the bubbles come up on that. And these two, I'm going to put a gold mica powder base to. And you'll get to know what colours and what combination of colours works well in your area when you're trying to sell things. And I find that some colours in some areas sell much better than other colours. Okay, so just a quick covering of that and of this one. And then we'll go over them with a long neck lighter. Never a torch on a mould, don't forget, because a torch burns far hotter and higher than the temperature that a mould can stand, and you'll end up getting things sticking to it or burning and destroying your moulds. Big thank you to everyone that got me a coffee last month. I really, really do appreciate it. I'm not sure what's going on with YouTube at the moment. My views are really good, excellent in fact, but the earnings are terrible, so your coffees keep me going. Thank you. And also a massive thank you to all my members whose names are coming up now. Don't forget, there's members videos now on setting up YouTube, what I wish I knew, and there's going to be some marketing ones. There's going to be loads more members only videos to add to what is already there. So we'll leave these to cure up now, and then we'll come back and I can show you what they look like. Well, these are all cured now, and I'm ready to show you what they look like. And as I said, these are my best sellers. They sell really, really easily. And the great thing is, often you can make them with leftover resin. So that's the one with the bottle caps. And they usually go for man caves and things like that. You can put a backing on this one if you want to, but I prefer not to because people often pick them up and look at them and then they have them in there, put the keys in them and things like that. We'll save the shell one till last. Now this is the one with the feathers in, and that has come out really... Look how glossy that is. I'm having trouble showing you just exactly the image in there because of the reflection of the lights in here. But look how glossy that is. It's come out really glossy. And when you do feathers like that and then put a background on them, it kind of gives it a three-dimensional feel. And again, those trays are really popular. Now this one isn't going to come out glossy because I used sand in it, and this is quite a dull mold now. So, but the sand in that comes out like marble, and then it has this gold rim as a base to it. I love that. It feels so smooth and beautiful. I wish you could feel that and see how that looks. But using white sand in resin works really well. And then we've got the final one with the shells. And the sand base, I always think, just gives it that little bit of a contrast. And then that's how that one comes out with the shells in. Again, really, really pretty. And as you can see, there's no bubbles in that at all. It's released all its bubbles. And again, it's lovely and glossy. Nice and hard wearing, beautiful resin. I hope you've enjoyed me showing you some of my best sellers and how I make them. Really easy to do and also give great effects. I'm going to use this one in our bathroom, I think, for some soap. Put that like button, hit that subscribe button. Be sure to check out the video that's coming up next. I'm sure you're going to love that one. Take care. But most of all, enjoy your resin. Bye.